Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
Fans live for games like this one.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Usman Garuba.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. They've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Connect. Mikal Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Boomer in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, Scotty Barnes is out there with Walker. Then it's Green. Then it's Usman Garuba. And it's Walter in at the 2 spot. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, B.A., for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Outside Walker. Pass to Barnes. Takes a 3. Williams grabs the board. It's Bridges on the wing. Green covering. Here's Boomer. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Green. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
And we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Outside Walker. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Boomer. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Ooh, poked away. And here is Green. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Just 3 to shoot. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Driving inside.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Here's Bridges. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability, and Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset.
Here's Connect. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Boomer. Garuba with a rebound.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Barnes, it's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Oh, got that one up quick. Boomer's got 7.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Outside, Green. 1:27 left in the first. Comes up empty down low.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Knocks down the long J.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Now here's Green. He's scoreless. Garuba passes to Green. Off target with the 3.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Out left to the wing. Here's Connect. And Los Angeles, another 3.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Outside, Green. Here's Walter. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. The Lakers lead by 10. Pass to Boomer. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Toronto. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Outside, Green. Here's Barnes into the lane. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Los Angeles up by 10. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Good to have you. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
Usman Garuba out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Walter, then there's Walker, and it's Green in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Pelicans got the job done. He tallied 32 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And he's been on a tear, playing confident and doing anything he wants on the floor. He is so hard to stop. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Raptors trail by 19. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The 3 from Barnes hits the trifecta. Barnes has got 7 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Fires the 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
There's the triple. And again, Toronto with a triple.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Portis, the pass to Bridges. Here's Connect. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 12.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 19. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Here's Connect. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Portis outside. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Toronto Raptors.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers.
Rawr.
All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. For the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
After a while, some guys get comfortable. Now Giannis, he continues to work hard, adding layers to his game.
Yeah, with his success, it fueled his will to win, Shaq, rather than diminishing it.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so in the game for the Lakers, Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Boomer in at point guard.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Clock at 6. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Barnes. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Now here's Bridges. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Green. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Green's got 6 points.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Second free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 17. Outside Walker. Back to Barnes. Launches it. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Pass to Walter. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Boomer. 21 points in the game. It's Bridges on the wing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, the agility of Bridges working around the impact of the foul to get his shot.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Los Angeles shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Garuba. Outside Barnes. There's a screen from Garuba. Green, the pass to Garuba. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Just 2 games before the playoffs get going. Let's see how the field might look. You take a look at Toronto. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches.
Well, for the Raptors, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
Here's Boomer. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. Williams misses.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And it's Green off the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And looking at our 2K leaderboard, here's a look at the bigs who have been passing it the best since the All-Star break. Their versatility continues to be so valuable to their teams. Scotty Barnes, third.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
The way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out of the post.
Here's Boomer. 21 points in the game. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Shed. Outside Robinson. Out to the right wing. Here's Walter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Mikal Bridges.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Lakers lead by 14. Here's Boomer. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. So far in this game, he's 0 for 2 at the line. And he knocks down the first one. The Raptors making a switch here. Green is checked in. It's both from the stripe.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
To the paint. Here's Shed. And he banks in the layup. Shed's got 6 points.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
To the wing, right side. And we've got 28. Oh, connects again.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set in 1961.
Here's Barnes. The Lakers getting their last shot to go from the arc. The shot that time not on target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Los Angeles up by 16. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The Lakers lead by 11. Walter out there with Green. Then there's Barnes. Then it's Usman Garuba. And it's Walker in at the 3. The small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Whoa! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Will it go? Williams grabs the board. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The 3 ball. And another 3 for the Lakers.
I just love the ball movement.
4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Barnes. Williams grabs the board.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Bridges. Walker covering. Williams, a screen on Walker. 6 to shoot. Bridges misses. Raptors trail by 17. Walker's shot is off. Here's Boomer. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Boomer's got 13 in the second half. Timeout called the Raptors. They trail by 19.
Yo, hit the right.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. It's Barnes on the wing. To snap the cold streak. And he sinks the layup.
You'd love to get the ball this close on every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Boomer. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Boomer's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Boomer.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Here's Boomer. Green covering. Another bucket! Wow!
And that ties him for the fourth most points in a single season.
An extended scoring tear for him. We're witnessing one of the greatest offensive years ever.
And guess what? It could get better. He's now just 8 points short of MJ's 1987 year and third most in league history. Wow.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Barnes a screen. Walter. Williams grabs the board. Jacks up a three. And yes, another basket.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the fourth highest scoring season of all time.
Yeah, there are only two other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty is putting it lightly.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good win. Let's keep it going. Win this thing so we can get some Italian beef sandwiches.
What's up, MB? These are the games you have to win to be taken serious.
They got nothing on y'all. You got this.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Boomer. Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Connect. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Turner is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. Boy, the regular season is coming to a close very quickly here, Stan. It's been a great year, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. Look, the talent level, the skill level in this league, night in and night out, just continues to get better. We see guys making great leaps. I just don't know where the end of this is, Kevin. It just is incredible.
And how lucky are we to get this front row seat? Oh, my goodness.
Every night, we are lucky.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bilic, he's guarded by Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Carrington. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Wants to get it to Turner and does. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Boomer. And another one.
His offensive arsenal has been on full display all season long.
You're right. Now tied for 3rd place. Points in a single season.
And fellas, he's tied with none other than the great Michael Jordan, and he is not done yet.
Young passes to Turner. Over Bridges. The shot by Turner, no good. The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Turner against Bridges. Williams has a screen for Bridges. And he drops it in from the low post.
A nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against Toronto, got the job done. He dropped in 38 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Back to Bridges. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 now.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Chicago with the ball. They trail by 3. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And it's Carrington missing.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Launches a 3. Another bucket. Wow.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into 3rd place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for 3rd most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run here. 3 attempt offline from Boone. It's stolen. Now the Lakers on the break. Connect with a wide open look. Buries the corner 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 6. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And for those of you and we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They've got Turner. He's out there with Buzelis. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Williams, a screen on Turner. For 3, Bridges drills it from outside. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Pass to Carrington. Now Young. 9 points in the game so far. Bridges with the steal. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Boone. Drops in the layup for 2. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Down low, taken away by Williams. To the inside, Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Now, here is Young. We saw him with 29 points last game. There's a screen. Buzelis, no one around him. And again, Chicago, no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. Bridges outside. Pass to Boomer. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Raptors in Toronto. And here's Young. 9 points in the game so far. From deep three-point land. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, lining a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Chicago Bulls.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. In the West, Boomer.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score.
He has a great mix of point guard qualities. Makes this offense almost impossible to stop. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-'90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Connect out there with Boomer. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Williams. And it's Bridges in at the three. Both shots good from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here is Boomer, defended by Young. Williams kicks to Bridges. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Bridges has got 13.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one, good. He's got 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bulls trail by 18. Pass to Carrington. Back to Young. Now Buzelis. To the middle, Healy. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. Taking a look at Chicago. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And for Chicago, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and though the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Lakers passing it around. Bridges against Turner. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Connect. And the three ball is good. Connect's got his third basket of the night.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. A moment now to check out some numbers for Okongwu.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Boomer, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Young, right side. Turner for three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Drives to the hoop, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Young, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Okongwu's checked in for the Bulls. Poole comes in for Turner. Boomer the pass to Turner. Here's Boone. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. And that's now 21 points for Boomer.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And here's Poole for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Poole's got 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Boomer the pass to Vanderbilt. Now here's Turner. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Boone. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Boomer's got 12 points here in the second half. Steps back. Young looking around. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Teams changing it up here. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Buzelis out there with Turner. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Wasted no time on that one. Marshall's got 5 points now in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Sinks the triple. And now it's 27 points for Boomer.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Here's Young, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
And Marshall kicks to Boone. Puts up a 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Kolek. Turner with the screen. Releases. Again, Los Angeles.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Boomer.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bilic, Turner covering. Pass to Young. And it's sent back by Turner. Here is Boomer, defended by Young. Driving inside. Boomer, no good. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Basket counts.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Here's Boone. The three-pointer off the mark. Now, here is Young. Not a lot of room. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Try and close this one out early so you can get some rest.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Coming up next, the Lakers taking on the Bucks. For the Lakers, the best in the business all season long. The cream of the crop. They look to continue that dominance tonight. Bucks, Lakers, up next, right after this. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. Taking a look at the Wizards, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Smith, and it's York in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect, then it's Williams, and it's Boomer in at the point. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
So the Lakers win the tip. Fires for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Grant, it's hard not to dwell on the fact that MP has moved past Jordan's total. The 86-87 season, he had 3,041 points. That was MJ's highest scoring season ever.
As much of a killer instinct as Jordan had, MP may be even more driven. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to do maximum damage.
And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
As you know, MP and Giannis are both having MVP caliber seasons. I talked to MP earlier about how he's approaching this game, and he said it's hard to match Giannis in a physical battle. That's why he's won MVP before. We need to defend without fouling and make him earn his points on the floor and not at the free throw line. Can't argue with MP's logic there, guys.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Thanks for that report, Allie. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Whitehead. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Boomer. Gets the three ball to go. Boomer's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's York. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Boomer. It's Bridges on the wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
The Bucks making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Bridges hits them both. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Antetokounmpo outside. Branham passes to Giddey. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to Boomer. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Got it. Boomer's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. Branham. It's hauled in by Portis.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Here's Boomer. Drops in the 3. 11 points in the game.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
The Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Branham. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And York gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Connect. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Beyond the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those 3s early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Here's Branham. No made baskets yet. Count that one. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Bucks trail by 11. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Boomer can't get it to go. .26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bridges against Giddey. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Portis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bobby Portis.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo,
with some changes. Whitehead comes in for Smith, and it's York in for Branham. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Malik Monk. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Whitehead in at power forward. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Bulls was tremendous. He came away with 34 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
To the middle. Here's York. No good that time. Some solid defense from Williams. Boomer passes to Williams. Here's Boomer. Sinks the tray. Boomer's got 7 now in this quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to York from downtown. Rebounded by Marshall.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Puts up a 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Boomer. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 18. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq. How do you extend your defense enough to bother shooters without opening up the driving lanes?
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
They've got Williams, Bobby Portis out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect, and it's Boomer in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Fires in the triple. Boomer's got 28.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Smith right side. Here's Branham. Yet to see a basket. Basket counts.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Out to Bridges from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's York. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Los Angeles leading by 22. And here's Connect outside. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Boomer passes to Portis. Pass to Connect. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 10.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Branham. Back to Antetokounmpo. Smith with a screen on Portis. Shot clock at 6. Basket's good.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And they're sitting at number 2 in the NBA in field goal percentage. They've got a smart offensive system in place. You won't see them forcing shots too often.
And we've talked about the beautiful game before. When you think of that term, great ball movement, team chemistry, they both come to mind. And these guys exemplify both to a T with how many assists they rack up. The Lakers making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. The Bucks also with a sub. Giddey's checked in.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Pass to Branham. 1:43 left in the third quarter, and they pick up 2.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Branham passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's York. Launches a three. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Boomer passes to Williams. Bridges with it. Vanderbilt with a screen. That three's off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Bridges. Good chance here for Antetokounmpo. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points now this quarter. Los Angeles leading by 20. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Boomer. 33 points for him. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's York. Off with the layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good.
So J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Outside Giddey. The three. Rebounded by Marshall. The Lakers lead by 22. So on the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Josh Giddey. Malik Monk is out there with Smith. And it's York in at the point.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Pass to Smith. Here's York. That one's off. Still out of sync. Bridges outside. Here's Boomer. Gets the three to fall. Boomer's got 5 points in the quarter.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Connect. Giddey defends. And Los Angeles, another three.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Boomer. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's York. He's guarded by Bridges. And there's the lob. And it's Giddey missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's York to the inside. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, do you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Branham comes in for Monk.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for Boomer.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Here's Boomer. Three-pointer, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to York. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And Antetokounmpo is a very gifted passer now, capable of running the offense and getting his guys going in the process.
Here's Boomer. For three. The shot, no good. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Yeah, solid effort tonight on both ends. No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Ain't ready yet, B.
MP, you're about to go off.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Keyonte George.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Bridges out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Boomer. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard. And for the Jazz, Nash is out there with Keyonte George. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Williams. And it's Filipowski in at the 5, roaming the paint. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Now here's Williams, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Collins wide open, he fires. No good on the 3. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Boone. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here is Williams. Outside, George. Plenty of space. They get the rebound. Shot's good by Filipowski.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Boomer, no good. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George passes to Filipowski. Williams against Bridges. Williams inside. He can't get that one to fall. Bridges with some nice defense. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Jazz for just a minute. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Boomer gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here is Boomer. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Again, the Lakers.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And George gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Boomer gets the bucket.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside Williams. Pass to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. The Lakers also with a sub. Doncic is checked in. Portis, the pass to Boone, fires the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Utah trailing here. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Here is Boomer. He's got 8. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Boomer's got 11 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Collins. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And finished off by Nash.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now, here's Doncic. Hasn't made one yet. Portis, the pass to Boone. And stolen by Nash. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Collier. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Can they get it? And there's the bucket coming on the way up from Boone.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Jazz lead by 2. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And getting go. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Mikal Bridges checked in for Marshall. And it's Boomer in for Luka Doncic. Pass to Connect for the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Connects. Got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Williams is out there with Portis. Then it's Mikal Bridges. It's Boomer. And it's Connect in at the 2.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's Boone. Kept alive. And Connect gets it to go. Connect's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He scored 46 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Boone. Good on the three-point shot. Boomer's got 18 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion.
from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Pass to Collier. Williams with the block. Bridges outside. Here's Boone. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Outside Williams. To the paint. Here's Collins. Pass to Filipowski. Nice D from Williams.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Boone. Can Los Angeles with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Collier. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers on top, up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire. The fans on the edge of their seats. On that note, Shaq, rough estimate, how many chairs have you broken in your life?
Hundreds. That's why they call me Shaquille Rashan of House O'Neal, first of his name, breaker of chairs.
And backwards.
Ooh, I like it. Sounds like a hit to me. And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
The Lakers in the lead. George is out there with Nash. Then there's Filipowski. Then it's Collins. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. And the shot goes in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, Boomer.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Pulls it up. Rebounded by the Jazz.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Lakers shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it. Utah has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. George passes to Williams. Here's Filipowski. Here's Collins. Lakers with the rebound. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Boone. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Collins finds Williams. The Jazz working the ball around now. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at the Lakers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Utah. They're much further down in the standings right now. Here's Boone. Nice form on the 20-footer. Boomer's got 4 this quarter. Here's George. He's got 15. Pass to Nash. Inside, here's Collins, and finish off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Jazz trail by 3. With a tie, and rebounded by Connect.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Over Nash, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Lebowski passes to Nash. Now here's Williams, down low. Here's Filipowski. The shot's good. Filipowski's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Pass to Connect. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they gotta bring the double team on it.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. Doncic is checked in for Los Angeles. On the free throw, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Here's George. And rebounded by Connect. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
George up top. Pass to Collins. Here's Collier. 6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. A three-pointer is right on target. Collier's got 13 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Doncic kicks to Boone. This one for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do.
The Jazz with some changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for Reed. Collins comes in for Anthony. Nash is subbed in for Collier. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Marshall. And it's Boomer in for Luka Doncic. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Bridges. Portis is out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone in at the 1 spot. There's a good screen. Williams for 3. Rebound by Williams. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Bridges inside. He's against Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Utah. And it's Nash in the corner. Outside, George from past the arc. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Lakers leading by 13. Here's Boone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Keontae George picks one up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Screen.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Nash. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Boomer. It's Portis atop the key. Jacks up a 3. And it's Connect. That time on the assist by Portis. Now that's 17 points for Dalton Connect. George dishes to Collins. George with the screen on Portis. Here's Collins, and the layup falls.
And that's 2 tough points from Collins, willing to mix it up down low.
1:41 left in the fourth. In the corner, it's Bridges. Shot on the wing, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Boomer.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3. Collins grabs the miss. And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Here's George. And that one is good. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Here's Boone. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Boomer's got 38 points. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
That's what I'm talking about.
Way to bring home that W. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kicking back on a Sunday afternoon watching the NBA? I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. We've got Wembanyama, Colin Sexton out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Bird in at the 4 slot. And for the Lakers, they've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Miles Turner. Mikal Bridges is out there with Connect. And it's Boomer in at the point guard position. Well, what a game we've got in store tonight, Richard. Two of the top teams in the league.
And each of them with some superstar talent. Whichever star can lead the way, control the game, that'll be the key.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here's Bird. Pass to Sexton. Here's Bird. Right side, Wembanyama. Can't hit it from 12 feet. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative and understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Portis. And here's Bridges. Takes the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Sexton. 17 points for him. Last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams and miss out on those big guys.
And it's the Lakers on the break. The finish! And the big dunk at the end of the break.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Sexton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Sexton's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Bridges. Softly drops in the floater. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Pass to Castle. 3-pointer. The rebound by Turner. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Portis. Again, the Lakers score.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Jazz was all business. He picked up 38 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Portis.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now here's Wembanyama. 20 points for him last game against Toronto.
And he was also went to town on the glass, imposed his will, chasing down misses all game long. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
So it's Los Angeles now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. 55 seconds left in the first. And here's Connect outside. Drains the triple. Connect's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Sexton. Here's Bird. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Bridges on the attack. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Boomer can't get it to go.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
From deep, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And for those of you group substitution here for San Antonio. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Lakers lead by 4. All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Lakers, and apparently nothing too serious. A whack on that hand resulting in some bruising and some soreness. Nevertheless, determined to battle through it. As we see, guys, he's already checked back in.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
They've got Connect. Bobby Portis out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Boomer in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Castle. From down in the low post, it goes. Castle's got his first 2 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Again, the Lakers score.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Sexton, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Portis. And now an 8-point Laker lead.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Outside Sexton. He drops it from range. Sexton's got 11 points.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Bridges. Again, the Lakers score.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Pass to Castle. Bridges against Vassell. Wembanyama with it. Over Turner. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Ah, nice shot by Boomer.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. San Antonio again can't hit. Bridges outside. No good with a layup.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Castle for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Los Angeles. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the roost? They're taking shots from every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the roost? Never heard that before.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change of the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Castle is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Bird in at the 4. Wembanyama against Turner. Back to Vassell. From deep. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Boomer can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 10. Inside. Bird, that's good. Bird's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Here's Boomer. And it's all from three-point range. San Antonio's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. The Lakers lead by 8. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Bridges. Portis with a screen on Vassell. For 3, Bridges. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Spurs trail by 11. Pass to Sexton. Now Vassell. Here's Bird. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Wembanyama. Rebound by the Lakers. Connect's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama. 7 foot 4 inches. Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Luka Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And San Antonio also making a switch. Christie's checked in for Vassell. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Wembanyama, pass to Christie. San Antonio again can't hit.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's Turner. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
They need this. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Here's Doncic. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Sexton looking around. Pass to Christie. Here's Bird.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Looking now at some numbers for Colin Sexton.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Here are the Lakers now. They're rolling here, 9 unanswered. It's Bridges on the wing. Williams with the screen. And again, the Lakers, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Outside Sexton. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And offensively, Sexton has been in the zone. He keeps finding chances and cashing in on them.
51 seconds left to play in the third. Counted from distance. Boomer's got 6 in the quarter.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
The 3 from Sexton. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now Los Angeles with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a 3-point play. Los Angeles shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Los Angeles making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Strus, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 20. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Castle for 3. Nails it from 3. Castle's got 5. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Boomer. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Lakers lead by 20.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back with you shortly. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
They getting wide open looks. They feel like this is a shoot-around right now. We got to stay in their body. They just getting shots after shots. Wide open shots.
Boy, an unhappy Jason Kidd.
Like the 2-minute report, I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Bobby Portis out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Connect. And it's Boomer in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Portis' shot is off. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Wembanyama against Turner. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Looking to end the run, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Boomer passes to Turner. Portis outside. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. And connects with the 3. Connect's got 7 now in this quarter.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Snatched away. Here's Boomer. He's guarded by Vassell. Pass to Boomer. The 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The 3 from Sexton. It's hauled in by Portis.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That one's good for 2. Boomer's got 28.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
Turner against Wembanyama. Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 3. No good off the back of the rim. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Boomer.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Oh, he tries a 3. Knight can't hit.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Here's Boomer. Hurdle grabs a miss. 23 seconds left in the game. They get the rebound. Knight. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Boomer. Pass to Doncic. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Great win tonight, MP.